Sure. Russell, how would you describe the ending to that game?
Boys were relentless all day. Relentless. I mean, we believe in our team. We believe in who we are. We believe in our coaching staff. We believe in just guys making plays. I mean, they made so many great plays tonight, and defense was lights out. I mean, our defense has been unbelievable. Everybody was talking stuff about them. I know how good they are. I play them every day and how great they are. And so they made some big stops against a really good quarterback in Josh. And I think that offensively, you know, we just kept battling. We knew that we were going to win this game. I told the guys on the last drive, we're going to win this thing. And sure enough, we did.
Yeah, take me through that last drive. Just what was the mindset? What were you saying to the guys?
Yeah, just telling them, hey, listen, we got plenty of time. Get north, get as much as you can get first downs. We're going to get in field goal range and win the game. You know, and so I think that the biggest thing is just, guys, they're really believing. They're believing. We're believing in everything that we're doing. Coach Payton called an amazing game. He gave us a great chance to win this game, and what a huge win. I mean, this environment's tough as can be, and we did it for Broncos country.
And you were talking about feeling like you're close, like you're about to catch fire. Just how are you feeling now after this one and the way in which you won this game? You
know, we know who we can be, but, you know, it's one win, a huge one for us. And, you know, these fans mean a lot. They showed up and showed out tonight. Our offensive line did great, too. I mean, it's just a battle. And, you know, we got a long ways to go, but we know who we can be.
Thank you. Congratulations, Russell.
Thank you. I'll see you guys.
Russell wasn't kidding. This Bronco orange here made its way to Western New York, and as Wilson made his way off the field, he made the rounds to show his appreciation for those who came out and offered their support. What a wild sequence. Denver goes down the field, takes the lead. They bobble a snap on the extra point, which opens the door to Buffalo. They take the lead, and then the game-winning drive. Joe Buck, Hall of Famer Troy Aikman, join me now. And fellas, I open the floor to both of you, and let's just discuss first Russell Wilson. We talked before the game started about the confidence that this Denver team had off a couple of victories and coming into this game off their bye. Wilson leads them on 2 drives, the second of which wins this game. It was stunning how it all kind of happened. But, Troy, you alluded to the fact that maybe it was the appropriate outcome given the way Buffalo had played in this one. What's your sense of how Denver was able to get the win at the end?
Well, I think coming into this game, Scott, that Sean Payton, knowing that Buffalo has turned the ball over a lot and that Josh Allen's turned the ball over a lot, he anticipated that they would be able to create some takeaways. They had 5 2 weeks ago against Kansas City. I don't think anybody comes into a game expecting to have the turnovers that they were able to get. But looking at it, the way that they have been able to kind of start playing better and watching Russell Wilson, the way that he played tonight, this looks like the guy that we saw all those years in Seattle. And after last year, I think his confidence had to be rebuilt a little bit, and it was coming back. I think Sean Payton's had a lot to do with that. The way that he's called the game, the things that are comfortable for him. But the way that they've won the 2 prior games, this game here, I've been there as a team that's trying to find their way. A win like this, it was one thing to do it against Kansas City. It's another thing to do it on the road here. This is a game that can propel them to the heights that they hope to reach. Maybe not this year, but when we look back on whatever Denver becomes when the season's all said and done, this will be a big part, a big stepping stone in that. And I thought Russell Wilson played fantastic. You won't really see it on the stats so much. They'll say, less than 200 yards passing. He made the plays that he had to make in order for this team to have a chance to win.
It really is stunning, as we were talking about on Countdown. That 70-point performance where they got housed back in September feels like 100 years ago. Meanwhile, Joe, for Buffalo, they had to win this game. And it looked for a second as if they might have escaped, and then 12 men on the field, and they fall to 5-5. Troy just alluded to it. The turnovers ultimately conspire to create a hill that they can't overcome. How do you leave here tonight viewing what the Buffalo Bills are?
Well, I mean, me personally, it goes back to what I said when Troy and I were down there on the set with you, that turnovers, it's been their issue all season long. They can be dynamic. They can score in a hurry. But turning the ball over 4 times, you're not going to win, most likely, and they didn't win. So now you look ahead and you look at their schedule. They've got a game against the Jets, and then it is really tough the way they finish out this season. They've got a Patriots game, the second to last game of the year, but they are taking on Philly, They are taking on Kansas City. They are taking on Dallas. They end the year at Miami. And like Josh said, after their loss last week, the math isn't pretty. Well, after this loss at home to a 3-5 Denver team, the math just got a lot uglier.
It really did. It really did. I think that there were a lot of people in this building that thought somehow they could will them to the win, and in the end, it's Denver. All credit to them, who got a second chance with a field goal, and they leave here 4-5, having won 3 in a row. Look forward to seeing you gentlemen next week in Arrowhead. What a night that ought to be. It's a Super Bowl rematch, the Chiefs and the Eagles. Travel well, and we'll see you there, all right?
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call of quite a game. This season for Denver has completely turned around. A win over Green Bay, the win over Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City in a game where he was under the weather, yes, but they turned him over quite a bit as well. Remember in that one, and this defense, all credit in the world. Vance and that group, they were everybody's target early in this season, and they have done a remarkable job turning things around. Buffalo was able to take the lead late after that bobble on the extra point, but a couple of field goal chances, and the second was good for Lutz.